See, most people do not understand the origin of this boycott, and that is what this lady does in this video. She does a very good job in breaking it down. All credits to the original content creators. So, what we'll be doing is to explore the depths and looking at it from all angles. What led to these Asian boycotts and how it could have been avoided if it was properly managed.
Do you not understand that he was just saying the quiet part out loud? See, some of you believe that unless a major announcement has been done, has been made, unless you know, things are not in motion. Things don't exist because they only exist when you find out. So this guy decided to challenge us Black people to not shop at Asian businesses anymore. But little does he know that a lot of us had already divested from shopping at Asian businesses anyway. And it's not because we hate Asian people, because that's what, people want to make it about. No, it's the way that you all treat us when we're in your businesses. That's why a lot of us have already, long time ago, years ago, just transferred our money and circulated it in our own community. See, nobody has a problem when white folks do it and Jewish people do it and Asian people do it and Hispanic people do it. When immigrants do it when they come to this country, Italians do it, Africans do it. Nobody has a problem when other communities circulate their own money within their own community. But for some reason, you all have believed this lie that America has told you all, that Black people's everything, that our everything is up for your enjoyment and pleasure. And that when we decide that we want to have autonomy over our bodies, our thoughts, our creations, our money, now all of a sudden you feel slighted and you feel like we're doing something to you because you and your people have come here with this notion that Black anything and everything is up for public consumption. So when we say, no, I'm just choosing differently. I'm choosing to do what I want to do, not what's convenient, not what is expected, not what other people say we're supposed to do. I'm just going to do what I want to do. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's just, punching the air and sliding down the wall. Everybody got a problem. But little do you know that a woman like me, I am 53 years old. I've had two OBGYNs, both of them Black women. The first one delivered my children for me. And then she found precancerous cells in my uterus and made sure that it was taken care of so I did not get uterine cancer. And then my second one just made sure that my health was good. Two Black female OBGYNs. Both of my lawyers, Black men. Beauty supply stores I go to, Black. Hair products I use, Black. Home fragrance, Black. Like there's a plethora of things that I already do that circulates my money amongst my people. And it's not that I am slighting you. Remember in one of my other videos, I said, you will not feel excluded if you don't feel the need to be included. So me choosing Black is not by default not choosing everybody else. See, when he made his little declaration, because what he did was he double dog dared us and he thought he was going to play in our face like we could not survive without you all. Do you not understand that we create and do all kinds of things? And if there's something that Asian people do that we don't create, you know what? A lot of us can just do without. That bullseye company who thought that we were boycotting when in actuality, all of us just made a stance. Not all of us. A lot of us have made the stance that we're just going to circulate our money elsewhere. We're not going to support you anymore. Now they're trying to use celebrities to try to get us back because that's what you all think of us. You think that if you go get some popular celebrity, some influencer, some whatever, and then they say, hey guys, it's over. Like the pastor said, yeah, the Target boycott is over. No, some of us aren't looking at it like a boycott. Some of us are looking at it like a life choice. We are deciding where our money goes. And we just decide it's not going over there. First of all, you're not entitled to it. So I don't know why you have an attitude about it. Secondly, a lot of those businesses depend on the white gaze. So you all don't even care that you get our money because you really think that you are supposed to get our money. And then you don't care about the community that gives you the money. And so you expect us to continue to support your businesses, but you treat us like shit. We're not standing for that anymore. I got a story about Asian beauty supply stores here in Charlotte. I stopped shopping at them years ago. When I first moved here to Charlotte, they just didn't give good service. And they always followed. Like, I don't need you watching me and following me. I'm just trying to get whatever. And so I don't like the way you treat me, so I'm not spending my money there. So I stopped. Then about Maybe 8 to 10 years ago, I went to Tyson Beauty Supply Store here in Charlotte, and a lot of Black women support Tyson, and everybody was saying, go to Tyson, go to Tyson. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see what it's about. So I went to the one that's on Tyvola. I've only been twice. First time I went, it was around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I went and bought 2 products. 2. They were on my receipt. I bought some braiding hair, and I bought this product that was a Black owned, Black made product. It's about 6 p.m. on a Monday. On Tuesday around 10 a.m., I went to return it. The young lady at the counter, who was a Hispanic girl, looks at the receipt, looks at the product. Now, all I did was open it and I touched it, and it stunk so bad. I could not deal with it. I don't even remember the name of it. It's not even about that. So I wanted to return it. Now, mind you, that was my second visit at the store. So my first visit, I actually purchased something. Second visit to the store, I wanted to return one of the 2 products. I kept the braiding hair. So she's looking at the receipt and looking at the product. That chick done flipped it all around. She turned it. She looking at it and everything. And I was like, ma'am, the product is right there. It's right by the register. And I bought it less than 24 hours ago. So she's still looking. Still a looking. So then she calls the manager. Calls the manager up there. He does the same thing, rolling that sucker around like they got to check for dings or something. I don't know. They're looking for the clarity of the diamond that they thought they sold me. I don't know what they're doing. Flipping it and looking at it and stuff. And I was like, sir, it is right there. You look at, there's a timestamp on the receipt. It's less than 24 hours. You looked at the product. You see, I touched it, but you do have a return policy. I have to have proof of purchase. So here's my receipt. He approves the return after all of that. It was so humiliating. So humiliating. Now, of course, the manager was an Asian man. And then the young lady who helped me was a Hispanic girl. So when he finally walked away, I told her, I said, you know what? You all need to treat Black customers better. Because I looked around the store and I said, you know, your store is full of Black women and we're the ones who keep your doors open. And you're going to stand here and treat me like I stole it. When in actuality, it is within feet of where we're standing. You see it right there. And I can't remember, but I feel like she actually, before she called the manager, she walked over there to look to see if that was the same product. And I said, it's from your store. Here's the receipt. I only have 2 items on my receipt. But you're treating me like I stole it. You're treating me like there's a problem with me returning it. But when you took my money, you took it willingly, quickly. Boom, done. She finally gave me my money back. And I went to the car. And my son happened to be with me. And I was so distraught, I was in tears. See, a lot of times you all think it has to be like a physical slap in the face for the humiliation piece to rise, or it has to be someone calls us the N-word, and then that means that they're racist because they said the N-word. Oh no, there are so many other things that people do to Black people that lets us know that you all do not like us, and it is because we're Black, and you treat us a particular way. So for those of you who are just like, well, no, maybe it's not that. If you're a woman and there's a man around you, and he does something suspicious, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Your gut tells you, girl, that he ain't safe and he could just be minding his own business. But something in you tells you, honey, you needs to go. You're not going to question it because you've been around enough men to know that when that radar goes off, it is time for you to move. It's time for you to go. Well, it's the same thing with us as Black people. We know when folks are being racist toward us. We know. I went to the car. I was in tears and I was crying. And my son was like, what? He was ready to go in there and knock somebody out. I was like, no, I'm not going to have you do that, but I'm going to go back in there and I'm going to say something to the manager. So I went back up in there and she called the manager back and I talked to him and I said, you know, I don't appreciate how the 2 of you treated me. You got a store full of Black women who are supporting your business and you treated me like there was a problem with me returning something and it was less than 24 hours. I have the receipt. The product is close to your register. You could see it. And you still treated me like I had done something wrong. He tried to, apologize, but it was so insincere and he just wanted to just go on about his business. And I was like, you know what? I am never coming back here again. And it was some other things that we said. Why he called security on me? Some old crusty. And literally the person was older. I don't know what they expect this guy to do, but he was some old crusty white dude who in a little police uniform, his little rent-a-cop, and the guy kicked me out. I was leaving anyway. But I was like, and so you're going to call security on me? Because you don't like the fact that I'm calling you out on how you treated me? Oh, I will never be back. That had to be like, I don't know, 2016, 2017. I will never grace that sidewalk, that parking lot. I will never go there again. If I got to drive across town to go to a Black-owned beauty supply store, then that's what I will do. Plain and simple. Or I will order from the company. Be inconvenienced, pay tax, pay shipping, whatever. But I'm going to circulate my money amongst people who respect me. And they respect my money. Plain and simple. You're not entitled to it because you're convenient. There is a nail salon within walking distance. I drive 15 minutes out of the way to go to a Black-owned one because my pedicurist is a Black woman. So I know that people think that he challenged Black people and now you guys are being unreasonable. Honey, we had broke up with y'all a long time ago. We're just making the public announcement now to ensure that those who had not divested will. But please don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted and think that because he said something, he caused something. We were already doing it. Already. It's just that a lot of us who are the younger elders, we move in silence. By the time you find out, child, we've been doing it. We've been doing. We just trying to get the ones who have a little more trouble divesting, and it could be because of convenience, because of pricing, because of income, or whatever. We understand everybody's not going to move the way we move. We get it. Sometimes I drive past the little red dot place, and I see some of us going in there, and I mean, no judgment. Sometimes that's all folks got. For the most part, please understand that by the time you find out, baby, we've been doing it. That's old news. We're on to something else. But because you think that you're entitled to our everything, and that's including our thought patterns and our movements, strategies, our plans, that you think that by the time it has been illuminated in your mind, by the time it hits your phone on social media, oh, it's a new thing. We've got to stop them. Honey, the train done left the building. We at the next destination, boo. You standing there looking stupid.
Welcome back, guys. You've watched this video, and the truth of the matter is actually these guys began this whole issue, and to think of the fact that you have so much entitlement, you feel so entitled over people's money, and you're being arrogant about it, is the issue that is being very enunciating. I just can't understand it deep down in the back of my mind. And the black community say we're just tired of the way you're treating us. We want to put our money where it matters, where it counts. We want to put it with ourselves. Is there anything wrong with that? And all of a sudden, some Asian content creators are coming out and calling the black people racist. I don't see anything racist about it. It's like reinvesting the money you make in your own family. So I want to really know what your thoughts, your opinions are, because for me as a black person, I don't see anything wrong in it. I see trying to build a healthy, strong, and stable black community, just like you have Asian communities, Latino communities that are formidable forces. The black community is trying to reinvest in their own system, building their own financial ecosystem, taking the black dollar and putting it where it matters, and I don't see anything wrong with it. So if you're coming across my YouTube channel, you're welcome to my channel. Please feel free to hit the notification button, hit the subscription button, so that when we bring updates, you'll be the first to be notified. I really want to know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comment section, because for me, this is no longer a boycott. For me, it is a transition, and it's important that this transition sees its conclusive end. Sometimes you need to bring an end to some form of tyranny and a sense of entitlement. And for a long time, the Asian owned businesses have felt so entitled to black dollar.